Hello, my name is Julian from Serial Killers, and today with me is Chase Masterson, also known as Leda from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, first off...
Such a pleasure to be in Vienna. Thank you so much, Vienna Comic Con. You're wonderful.
Okay, enough of the flattery.
No, it's true though. I'm having a blast.
How do you like it?
I love it. Everyone is just really lovely, genuine people, and also there's so much spirit at the Comic Con, so much joy and fun and playfulness, and the cosplay is amazing. The cosplay here is, I think, the best I've seen in the world besides San Diego and New York. This is really, honestly, I've been to a lot of conventions for a lot of years, and yesterday I was blown away by the art and the care. It's great. It's really fun.
Have you been intrigued by Vienna? Because I know I did some research, and you've also played a VIECC character in Doctor Who.
Yes.
First in Vienna.
I have a series that I do that is in season 4 that is called Vienna.
Yeah.
It's a Doctor Who spin-off, actually. Big Finish is the company that does the BBC licensed audio versions of Doctor Who, and all of the original Doctors do these audio dramas, and Big Finish's slogan is "We love story," and this group does fantastic science fiction stories. I was cast playing opposite Tom Baker. I played his nemesis, and then I played opposite Sylvester McCoy, who's of course the 7th Doctor, and we broke the internet. That we sold this episode wildly, and they said to me, "Chase, would you like us to spin off your character into your own show?" So technically it's a Doctor Who spin-off. My character's name is Vienna, and I love the show, and it's really good science fiction with an empowered female character, which is always really important too.
Okay, may I ask you, who's your favorite Doctor?
I have to honestly say I love Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah, he was real nice.
I love him.
He's a funny guy, I guess.
He's so funny, and he's so playful, and he's also he's a good person. Like you know, you want that kind of integrity in the Doctor. Obviously, Tom Baker is classic and wonderful, and I also love Colin Baker. I think Colin is he's a lovely man, and he was very good as the Doctor. I have to say I love the new Doctors too. I particularly love Matt Smith also.
Everybody loves him.
He's just such an old soul, and he's also a very, very nice man. Really genuine person, magical and sweet and humble.
Okay. Now that you've checked off the Doctor question.
All the Doctors, I know. What was I going to say? I mean, yeah, it's a fantastic show.
But how about Star Trek captains? What about them?
Well,
yeah.
I think each of the captains has their own distinctive personality so clearly. It's difficult. I have to say, as a series, I'm sorry to say, I love Deep Space Nine, and that's not because I was on it. I love Deep Space Nine because of the darkness and because of the boundaries that it broke. And I think having an African-American captain was so important to have that representation and integrity, and as a role model. So I loved Avery for that reason. I also love Bill Shatner. I mean, other than Avery, I think he's got to be my favorite captain because he, you know, he started all of this, and I think that you know, he is a fantastic actor. I mean, now he's kind of a caricature of himself, but
yeah, mostly.
He is. But it was also, you know, just the perfect amount of cheese for, you know, for this show, to keep it light. I mean, the original series broke so much ground politically and socially with the first interracial kiss and a woman being #1, and you know, just all of this representation, that I think it was important to have the kind of cheesy playfulness that Bill Shatner brought to the role of the captain.
So you've watched it already when you were a kid. So did you have a fan before you actually got into Deep Space Nine?
I'll tell you, I watched the original series in reruns when I was a child, but I also watched The Next Generation because I had a boyfriend who was such a Trekkie. I was only allowed to call him during commercials. Wow. So I would watch, yes, I would watch Next Generation so that I'd know when the commercials were So, anyway, who's sorry now?
Okay. Anyways, yeah. How about Avery? Has it been fun to work with him?
Avery he's an interesting soul. He's mysterious, even to us.
Yeah.
He's a bit mysterious.
I've seen documentaries.
You've seen the documentary.
Yeah.
Everyone asks about that. You know, Avery has a thing where he likes to be mysterious. He likes to be a bit of an enigma. And that's true even around the cast. So I don't know what to say. But one thing I'm really excited about is the Deep Space Nine documentary. And I don't know if you've talked that much about that or seen much of it. But Adam Nimoy, who is Leonard Nimoy's son, is a wonderful director. And he is doing a documentary with Ira Stephen Bear on this show, Deep Space Nine. And they have some really wonderful elements to it. They have interviews with almost all of the cast. And they also have, the writers got into a writer's room to plot out what would have happened in season 8, which is really interesting because so many people have asked, you know, would there be a Deep Space Nine movie like there was a Next Generation movie? And there never will be. But we have this documentary that has some really wonderful elements and some footage from behind the scenes and from the show, and it's going to be fantastic. It's out next year, 2018.
Talking about behind the scenes, what did you do to prepare yourself for the role? You know, you're a Bajoran. Do you pronounce it right?
Yes.
Okay, and you know they have a lot of relations with the Cardassians and you know everything else and biology. Did you do something to prepare yourself for the role as an alien?
As an alien.
As an alien.
As an alien. You know, I loved the fact that Leda was both a Bajoran, very spiritual and centered, and also a Dabo girl, fun. And those two rather opposing ideas, I think, were actually very much according to the essence of Star Trek. Things do not have to be in a box. Things do not have to be what they seem. A Dabo girl doesn't have to be stereotypical lady of the night, kind of, you know. Most of the Dabo girls were prostitutes on the show. Leda was not. Leda kept to herself and she just did her job. But Bajorans also don't have to just be in a box and that centered, quiet, you know, I think Kira was obviously an exception as well. I just loved the combination of fun and spirituality.
Okay.
It's wonderful that it's possible to be both, and I can personally relate to that.
Okay. I think this is all the time we've got.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I would love, may I mention one thing quickly?
Sure.
Thank you. So I founded a charity called the Pop Culture Hero Coalition, which is the first ever organization to make a stand against bullying, racism, misogyny, cyberbullying, LGBTQ bullying, and other forms of hate using pop culture stories. Stories from Star Trek, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Flash, Arrow, all of these stories. And we take this work into schools, and instead of pointing our finger at kids and saying end bullying, we use stories to show them how much fun it is to be a hero, how great it is to stand up for other people and to put justice into the world. And we do this work in schools, in Comic Cons, and communities. So if anyone would like to hear about it, it's something I'm very proud of. I serve on the advisory board for the United Nations Association because of my work in this field. And again, that's bringing social justice and pop culture together. So again, our website is popculturehero.org, or you can find it online at superheroirl, or follow me at Chase Masterson, and I'd love to tell you more about it. It's a wonderful cause.
Sounds really great, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chase.
Thank you so much. A pleasure meeting you.